We're back, Spartan FN here, and today I am going to be teaching you 4 tips on how to get better at Fortnite. So what you're going to need to do, so you're going to go into your menu. First you're going to need to go to Island Code. So this is a practice map, and enter the code I have here. So you're going to put in 7562, and then it does auto dash 1598. 0199, and then if you're on PC you press enter. If you're on console, I don't know what you press, and you should see Raiders Box Fight Practice Map V2. Click play, and then you click play here, private game, and you can wait for this to load. So we will load in. Alright, so you will be in. It will load in like this, and you will be here. Alright, so let's get started. Building. So for building, first of all, you want to work on your free building. Now free building is just like, so if you're building like what you like, so you can just do like this. So basically what you do when you're just building like whenever, like your default movement. So some of the things that you want to do while free building are, some people like to crank, which can get you faster, which can get you higher, faster. I'm sorry. So you can get higher, faster. And for this, normally in a battle royale game mode, you would want to get away from enemies. This would either be used to get away from enemies or get the high ground on enemies. So now you're getting the high ground on them. You're going to want to shoot down at them like that. The thing is, if you're high, something that you might want to do, you don't just want to jump. If you had fall damage, well, you'd be dead. Something that you want to work on here is these staircases down, and then you can do 2 walls down. Actually, I think that's there. So, and then you can safely onto the ground. So remember, also when you're cranking, what you'd want to do is, you don't just want to do this. And you don't just want to stare. When you're cranking, or building up, whatever you're doing, getting the high ground, you want to place, let's say you're placing a stair, you're going to want to place a floor. You're going to place a floor here, you're going to place walls and stairs to protect your builds from being shot down so easily. Here we can compare. After I build stair, this is that, and then enemies come. So we can wait for those to finish. So, as you see, this will be, I'll use later. Actually, I'll just use wood. So we'll use that versus that. You can see this one takes many more shots than that. All because there's just a wall in front of it. You can see like this. So if you're in creative and you have infinite materials, the best material you'd want to build in is obviously metal. Yes, I know wood definitely goes faster and it gets to its max health. But this one has 460 health, wood has 140. So that is the main thing that you want to do. So if you want to build out above enemies though, you don't just want to floor like this. If you're actually in a battle royale game, let's edit these down. What you want to do is you want to place a cone over top, so they cannot shoot that down as easily. You realize much of this is mostly about being shot down by enemies. Let's shoot that down. We don't have that. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is building binds. So I don't know if this is much for controller players as it is for like keyboard players. Go into your settings. Here, keyboard players, you'll just have like a keyboard and controls. Controller players, I think you have to go into controller, and then like, I think you have to go into custom. Builder Pro is also a good one. So for PC players, what you're gonna want for building is, I recommend wall for R, floors E, and stairs are Q. These are all around your WASD, which means that you should be able to access them quickly. So if you have side mouse buttons, this is actually a cone. I recommend you putting on the front mouse button. So I don't know about anything else, and something else might be more comfortable for you, but that's like what I take. That's what I use. So I put my forwards mouse button like that for my cones. I just feel that's easier for me. So those are all for your preference, but I recommend something close to your WASD and something that is very easy for you to access and you can get quick into battle. Okay, editing. So this is how it's going to work with editing. So these you're going to see here. These are meant for editing. I can put this down for you guys. So as you know, editing can be very, very useful in a battle. So one thing that you might want to do to just practice editing, just going up here, just like editing that, like that. You just go all the way. Of course, I'm not going to do that now. So you can do that. So one thing that most players don't realize actually makes them edit better is, so I'm taking two walls and I want to edit it like that. So some people edit like that. Take note on where my mouse is. My mouse is here, here, here. It's in the middle. It's not where you want to go. You're more likely to mess up and it takes longer. What you want to do, in this one, you want to take the smallest route possible. That's those three. It's so much better. So much faster than like that and like that. So basically for anything, like even stairs, you want to like get to the very edge of that. So that's mostly what I want to cover for mouse movement. So I feel like for this one, you want to practice with friends a lot for the editing, because with friends it's easier. So what you're really going to want to do with this is you just want to practice like getting your editing faster, kind of just working through courses like this. Something that you're also going to want to learn is edit combos. So these are like quick combos that you can do like in a battle. So like say I'm cranking, which we learned before, and there's somebody above me already. So I can, here, I'll put that there. So he has a wall there. I can edit this open. I can take that down, place that, open that up. So then if you have that wall there, this is what you're going to want to do. For a combo, edit, edit, edit. And then you're in, free to pop. So a lot of things a lot of players do, I've heard, is when you're running like this, you place a stair, like here. Then you'll edit that backwards. I know I'm not the best editor. So you'll do that to protect you as you're playing. That's a very good one. And then as you see here, we've already done these earlier. So this is a very good edit combo. Go. So you're gonna want to do 1, 2, 1, 2. You're just gonna want to practice these like a lot. This one's very good. So this is actually going to be really useful, this one right here. So you're going to want to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And these are a lot of combos, like mainly just right here. So this is something that's going to take time. It's going to be something you want to practice. Obviously I have practiced. So even something like this, like you edit stairs, 1, 2. So that's something that you really want to focus on is your combos. Even something like this, you're editing your thumb, 1, 2, 3, edit thumb, 1, 2, 3. That's really something that you want to focus on, and that's going to take a lot of practice. So another thing that I want to talk about is edit keybinds. If you go into your settings, controller players, it's over here, and it should be in build controls. I don't know because I'm not a controller player. So for PC players, go to keyboard controls. You go down to this building section. So something that I do is my building edit is my mouse button, my back mouse button. I don't know about you guys. I know popular edits for the keys are F key and E key. So those are both very good edit keys because they're very close to WASD. Although you can't have, so I actually have F as my second bind, but I haven't practiced with that. So obviously I'm not good with that. So basically for this one, you want to do whatever's comfortable for you, but it's close to WASD, so it's easily accessible so you can edit faster. So like for me, I can't really edit with F. It's really hard for me. So basically whatever you get used to, it's going to take a lot of practicing to change that. So that's about all for the editing part. Okay, aim. Let's see. So from over there, you're going to want to come over here to low ground double edits. These are some of the best. So you're going to be on the low ground. You're going to want to double edit up. You can actually harpoon gun them or whatever. So there, all you're basically doing is you're just editing from low ground. So this kind of fits in with the editing and the aim. So you can do low ground triple edits. That doesn't take much. You want to jump back down here. So, war place, that doesn't matter that much. That kind of fits in with edits. So one thing that you're gonna want is side jump shot. So this, what you're gonna do for this is you're gonna edit that like that. You're gonna jump. Obviously, I'm not that good at it. You're gonna have to hit that target. Okay, let's try that again. So you'll probably be better at this than me, to be honest. Hey, let's go, I got one. Alright, let's see, edit. Hey, I'm getting better. So basically what you want to do, so you're going to edit that, and so you're going to jump out here as you've seen. You're going to turn around, and so for this in a real game, you're not going to know where your enemy might be. So basically you're just editing like that. Oh my gosh, I can't edit. You're gonna edit like that, jump. And then you got to have really quick reflexes. I'm not good at editing, as you can see. So this one, you need editing skills, and you need aim skills. Okay, so we are now back here. So after we finish that, you're gonna wanna come over here. That's wall replace. You don't need to go in that. That's for editing. For this is just simple. So these guys stand still. It's simple. This kind of fits in with editing and aim. So you're gonna need to edit in, and then you kill them. I did not mean to do that. So then for this one, so this is like kind of edit, aim training kind of thing. You're gonna want to edit in. So you're kind of training your aim. Did 51 damage. So this is part of the aim training. So for these, it's over here. That's the spawn area. It's like this big white building with the fences, like the prison gates. For this one, you're just gonna want to edit down. I'm gonna edit up, edit down. Because for this one, okay, you can't pickaxe this. So this one is kind of like for when you're above and you don't know where your enemy is. Obviously, I do need some aim training. So there's a lot of these. So some of these are more advanced edits. You're gonna edit down, you're gonna edit that over, edit up, edit. Some of these are gonna be more advanced than others. So you got tons and tons. I think getting more advanced as you move on. This one would be like the most advanced. So you're gonna edit down. Okay. So for this, you're gonna need to cone jump here. You're gonna need to edit back down. And then edit. I'm terrible at editing. Hopefully you guys are better than I am. So that is, so this one is actually gonna take quite a bit. So something that you guys might like, I don't know, is, so something that you guys might not feel comfortable with is like changing your mouse DPI. So this is gonna take some getting used to. Basically, it's like your dots per inch, or like your mouse speed. So I don't know. So some of you guys might have one that's just like changeable in the mouse. So obviously, so you go into settings. So, and then mouse and keyboard. For controller, you guys, for those of you who aren't controller, you go to controller options, sensitivity. As I said before, I'm not a controller player, so for here, you go to mouse sensitivity, and then you're gonna change the X and Y axis sensitivity. Targeting, so obviously you're scoping in. That's like your sniper scoping in. And then this is that's for controller players who have a mouse and keyboard. Don't mind any of those. So it's just like this, so you can turn that up and down at like my 28.0, so let's get that back. And then you apply down there. So I've seen a lot of people like it turned down a lot. I don't know, because I have a small mouse pad. So if you have a bigger mouse pad, I recommend turning it down. So you're going to need to move your hand more, but it could result in better accuracy. Obviously, this is going to take some getting used to. So that's about it for the aim section. We'll move on in a bit. Okay, so this one is going to be talking mainly about performance. So this is just going to be more of like a settings one. This is just going to basically be like looks over performance. So like how much you care about the game looking, how well this looks versus over how well your device runs. I'm going to go into settings. Now this chapter is only for you PC players. So window mode, I keep this at full screen. You want your resolution to be as full as it can be for the best looking frame rate limit. You want to be unlimited, or you can put it to like 144, apply that, and it only goes to 144. You can see that up here at like the top corner of my screen. So I like that on unlimited. So for graphics, so the only thing that can actually give you an advantage in game is your view distance. So this one can actually give you an in-game advantage due to, like, you can see further. So if I set this to near, I can only see things that are close, like within that far of my game where I'm standing. If I set this to epic, which I have it on now, I can actually see further. I don't know, I think I'm on too small of a map for you to see that. That can actually give you an advantage, not Fortnite Crew, I'm sorry. Go back into your settings. So here, if you want, so it matters on your device performance, on how good it is. Obviously, if you have a low performing device that doesn't work as well, you're gonna want to turn all these as low as they can go. So wait, for all of you though, I recommend shadows. I recommend you turn them off, because when you're epic, when you're playing on good graphics, things like this, people can hide in the shadows. It can make everything harder to see. It looks better, but I just say you turn them off. I didn't turn them off. I still have that set to me. So I recommend you just turn them off. Yes, of course it looks nicer with the shadows on. That's not what your device says when it's running badly. For textures, you can turn this to epic. It will look very good. Everything, there'll be extra textures, but so yeah, for most of these, you just want to turn them to low or off. So for stuff like this, VSync, so I recommend you turn this off, because it can give you a higher frame rate and just better resolution overall. Motion blur, so people who are sensitive to like motion and everything, like you obviously want to disable this. I'm not one of those people. So if you are not, I actually recommend you keep this on, because it can give you more fluent animations. That's just a looks thing though. FPS, that doesn't matter. Rendering mode, this does matter a lot. So you can choose DirectX 12 or 11, but for most pro Fortnite streamers and everybody, they like to be on performance mode. Obviously this will take a game restart, so if I apply this, it won't actually work. I don't apply performance mode. Actually, in some of my earlier videos, you can see that I have it on, so you can see what that looks like. But I don't know. This is one of those looks over performance things where I just prefer the look of everything else. So this one is mostly for you that have a stronger PC, console, whatever. You're gonna want to turn that on. This doesn't matter. Ray tracing, I recommend you turn off. So for that, and then for audio, most people don't know this, but you can customize your audio quality a lot. So sound quality here, I like high sound quality, I don't know. 3D headphones, I like to turn on. Some people like that off. So that basically makes it, so something's further away, it's fainter, so like kind of a spectrum, I don't know. Background audio, this is just for like the background of your Windows, of your Apple, Mac, basically whatever you're playing on, like all the sounds that you want. So if you have music playing, subtitles doesn't matter. I recommend you have visualized sound effects on. I don't think I can show that right now. Audio output, this doesn't matter unless you want to change it. Voice that, and obviously if you're a content creator, what you're gonna want is mute all licensed audio. So that means that would just be for that. So if you're a creator, you actually can't hear any of this licensed audio. That one actually is like a remote control. It's actually quite cool. I like that one. This actually isn't licensed audio. So yeah, this is about it. That was 4 tips to get you better at Fortnite the fastest way possible.